Hi everybody, it's your favorite deadly Auntie Oma. And I'm gonna pull a card of the day today. Don't mind me if I don't know how to spoke today. Having a good day. I went over to where I got my vehicle from, and they gave me a rental for the day. Cruising around in style feels good. Hooked up my Bluetooth to it, playing some music, listening to the music. I think one of the best um, parts of the best parts of my day, the best parts of when I'm driving, the best things I look forward to. I always look forward to road trip days because I can turn up my music and I can feel the bass as you're driving. And it's something so comforting about that. Or if you're playing powwow or round dance and you're driving and you turn it up and people are looking over, and they see me, I'm sitting in a car, just, dancing, driving. And it just feels good. It just makes me feel connected. I've always had a thing for frequencies. Um, Today I want to pull a card. We're talking about frequencies today. I used to do research on frequencies. There's 528 hertz. Hertz, Hertz. And I think a lot of you are familiar with hertz. 528, 432 hertz. And different frequencies can heal different parts of your body. I'm really looking into Rife frequencies, the Royal Rife machines. Spoke to a guy over in Denver, and I feel like I need to invest in that machine because I've been going through, and I've spoken about it, physical pain. And I've been very open about my journey with my physical pain from the what the doctors have been, helping with and what I've been helping with myself. And I'm finding that a more natural approach is taking, it's looking promising. I'm able to get up, but I'm able to work, jump, still can't do a cartwheel, but I'm still moving and I'm still listening to frequencies, and I'm really believing that these frequencies are healing my body along with me talking to my body, asking every cell in my body, because every cell in your body reacts to what you say to them. Every cell, and repeat that, every cell in my body reacts to what I say to them. So I talk to my cells. I tell my cells, you're so beautiful and amazing and strong, and thank you to my white blood cells for healing me. Thank you to my red blood cells for giving me this beautiful color in my cheeks. Thank you for, creating me as I am, as an extension of Creator. I thank my cells for making me the way I look. And I always joke around about, when I'm on TikTok, this is a filter. This isn't how I really look, but it's kind of how I look. But I thank my cells for, the hair, the color of the hair, the color of my eyes. I thank my cells for every pore on my body. I thank my cells for getting me out of bed. I thank my cells for working with everything around me, working with the frequencies around me to make life not just bearable, enjoyable, peaceful, serene, content. Um, Today I'm using my 1909. Darn it, I gotta see what the deck is called. It's my Tarot Original 1909 Rider Waite deck, 78 tarot cards. And I found these when I was in Vancouver at a witch market. And they, I always feel like cards call out to me. Like I can hear them. Like, they don't just say, hey, pick me up. But they say, I can feel drawn. And then so I go and I grab them. And I have so many decks, and some come and some go, and they're always getting gifted, and some are coming back to me. But this deck has been sticking around. Twice I tried to give this deck away, and twice twice it came back to me. So I'm going to use it. So let's pull a card today, and let's see what the energy is today, and let's see what the messages are from the spirit world, because I'm getting that there are a few of you are connecting. A few of you are starting to be um, what's the word? You're starting to believe in yourself. You're starting to believe like, oh my God, I can actually talk to people who've passed on, and I'm actually communicating, and they're answering me, and you're like, oh, this stuff is real. But it doesn't agree or coincide with the teachings that I've been taught. But it's still happening. And so it looks like you're in this place where you're wondering, well, is this right? Is this something that we're supposed to be doing? Because I got taught we're not supposed to talk to, the dead. We're not supposed to use tarot. We're not supposed to, kaikamit tawagi, and you don't fool around with these. But now it's what I do full time. And sometimes I do get pushback. But I think many of you know that I'm not a very nice person when I get pushed back. I do swear, and I do get, I set my boundaries heavy. And I think that's where it is too, because there's so many people that think that, doing the work that I do, and one thing you'll notice this, and I'm gonna be very open about this. I never call myself a healer. If I do, it slips out. It's not me trying to say, oh, I'm a healer. I don't ever call myself a healer. I don't ever say that I'm helping people, because I am not in a position to help. I'm in a position to. It's always a back and forth. Never call myself an elder. And those are the traits of a person who's doing the work, is what I was taught. And I just want to, maybe make you aware of that too. People aren't allowed to read you without your permission. Even sending you good energy, they're not allowed to without your permission. Your spirit is always willing. Your spirit is like, yeah, I'll take that. But your ego is designed to protect you. An overinflated ego, can be a little too much. But the ego is designed to protect you. And myself, I've decided to respect your ego, respect that spirit that protects you, and ask you first. And so this is something I want to share with, whoever's watching this. This is probably meant for you. Even though people may come with the best intentions, you still have to allow them into your space to be able, to accept that energy. And this is, you deserve respect, and you also deserve to teach people how to treat you. Check it out. It's the Emperor card. The Emperor card, and it's totally matching. It's totally in line with what I'm talking about here today. The Emperor card in my decks, it always represents God, Creator, the Great Mystery, Mantu, whatever you want to call, Spirit, Jesus Christ, the Father, Son, the Holy Spirit, the Alpha, the Omega, the Great I Am. And so there's one Bible verse that I love, and people will say things to me like, "Oh, you're spouting Bible verses and you're doing tarot." Yes, yeah, I am, and without being defensive, but I'm just, yes, I'm stating that, yes, I am. And so one of the Bible verses that I like is to be still and know that I am God. That's one of my favorite verses. Another one is let go and let God. Another one is, let me think of it. What's that verse? I have it written on my mirror. As for me and my house, we will serve the Lord. And I everything I do is, whether it's coming from a place of, even if I'm angry, or even if I'm humiliated, or even if I'm, as long as I'm coming from a place of authenticity, I'm doing it in the name of God, Creator. Because God is not asking for people to be just love and light, because love and light it's gonna, if you're constantly, preaching love and light or trying to be love and light, you're holding things in your body, and your cells, will go off kilter, because it's hard to be fake. It's hard to be, when you lie, and then you got to cover up your lie, and you got to tell another lie to cover it up. It just doesn't work that way. So what they're saying, the message here, is just be yourself. Be yourself. Be yourself in the name of Creator. Everyone else is taken. And remember, Auntie Oma loves you as you are. Okay, bye.